8:03 on a Thursday morning. Good morning to you. Rise and shine, rise and shine. This is Coffee Talk. It is Thursday, April 24th. What? We're almost done with April? What is happening here? Seriously, what is happening here? Man, oh man, it's a beautiful start to the day. Lots to talk about on Coffee Talk. Plus, we have to take the train off the tracks too. So we'll do all of that. But first, let's just kind of get an idea. I showed this tower cam just a couple of moments ago on CW18. There's a shot at the Orlando International Airport. It is hazy outside. Let's go over to the beach, see what's doing. New Smyrna looking over toward the Halifax, looking nice. How we doing, Lake Monroe? Couple of clouds already. It's definitely a little hazy. This is from our Sanford Tower cam there. Daytona Beach, yeah, it's looking pretty. And let's see, one more. Should we go to downtown Orlando? Yeah, that's a nice start to the day. You can definitely see, though, there's some haze, right? Like, we can establish that point. So, a little bit of haze, not a bad day. Not a bad day at all. First warning, live Doppler radar, completely quiet. Temperatures out the door, little by little climbing, upper 60s, lower 70s in many spots. And looking ahead at the forecast, we're going to watch things little by little. Yes, getting into the upper range of the 80s. So that's where we're at today. It's going to be a nice day today. Next couple of days, I will add, do indicate building heat. So if today's 87, okay, we were in the upper 80s yesterday. We're closing in on 90 degrees for tomorrow, 91 on Saturday, and 92 degrees on Sunday. Yeah. Yeah. The thing about Sunday, can we talk about Sunday for a minute? I keep shaking my protein shake. Hold on. Let me take a sip of this thing. Okay, let's talk about Sunday here for a second. That's 92 in the metro in Orlando, but let's talk about the neighborhood by neighborhood temperatures, okay? It's going to be, especially if you're out west, this is going to be a hot day. 92 degrees in the city, 94 in Leesburg, 95 degrees in Wildwood. Are you kidding? 95 degrees? Okay. All right. Are you ready for that kind of heat? Along the shoreline, at least it's not going to be quite as bad, right? 86, 85, 89, depending on where you are. But in our western areas, that's a spicy meatball. That's what that is. It's a spicy meatball. Crystal says, I don't like seeing the 90s in the forecast. What do you think of those 90s? That's not even low. That's mid 90s. That's bona fide midsummer. Frank says, so my open house on Sunday will be nice and hot. In St. Pete, where's your open house? Let's just look at let's look at Tampa. TAMPA. I'm just going to weather.gov, the National Weather Service, because I didn't make my own forecast for 93 in Tampa. Okay, what about, yeah. So at least the bay may pop up a breeze, Gulf breeze, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's gonna be hot. Yeah. Now we could use some rainfall. Remember, it's the heat that really starts up that water cycle that starts up our afternoon showers and thunder showers, but we don't yet have the moisture to support that sort of thing, which is why Sunday is going to be hot. But after Sunday, and I just want to look, does Futurecast? I don't think Futurecast goes out that far. Yeah, good. Yeah. Yeah. Today's Thursday. Oh, wait, that's the shorter range. Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't go out that far. By tomorrow morning we'll be able to. I was going to look and see if Futurecast had like any opportunities for rain because the American GFS model, okay? American GFS model does have an opportunity for some rainfall. So I'm going to start this on Sunday and let's just roll through here because Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening, the GFS model, it's not showing a ton, but it's showing an opportunity to see a few showers there. Okay. 5/100. Listen, Ocala, 5/100ths of an inch of rain. That's not a ton of rain, but we'll take what we can get, right? So keep that in mind. All right. Beyond that, into Monday morning, a few showers out east of town. But look at what happens through Monday afternoon. Widespread rains. Nothing significant, right? But still, a quarter of an inch of rain in Sanford, Palm Coast. And then look at Tuesday. Going to keep some coastal showers spreading inland through Tuesday afternoon. That's a half of an inch of rain in spots there, y'all. You see that, right? You see that, right? Rain? Yeah, we could take some rainfall. So anyway, um, Monday, Tuesday are going to break down the pattern that we have seen and are going to give us opportunities for showers. And as we've said on the last couple of days on Coffee Talk, essentially, we've been waiting for a pattern shift. And that's exactly the way that it's going to play out. So for us this weekend, if we kind of just look at the big weather changes, this weekend, temperatures are going to be getting warmer. And then early next week, we'll start to have the opportunity to bring in a little bit of rainfall, something we absolutely, absolutely need. All right. So before we get into anything else, let's just pop up our 7 day forecast and have the discussion and just kind of start things off here. Okay. Today, upper 80s, 90 degrees for tomorrow. Then, yes, 91 on Saturday, 92 on Sunday. Okay. It's going to be getting hot. All right. Hold on one second. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns. Jan says it's too early for the 90s. The average first 90-degree day is about April 8th, April 9th. So here we are. Um, but also we're closer to summer than you may realize, right? Like the rainy season for Central Florida. Let's talk about the rainy season. And if you're new to town, the rainy season is where cold fronts stop arriving. We've almost completely shut that off. Maybe we see another cold front. It's not going to be cold, but maybe we see a frontal passage, a FROPA. But essentially, the big triggers for the rainy season in our area, the dew points get into the upper 60s to lower 70s. You don't drop below that. And thus, that allows the daily sea breeze showers and thunder showers to do their thing. So, when does that happen? We know late May is the typical time frame. It has happened as early, though, and this is interesting. It has happened as early as May the 5th. So I'm not saying it's going to be early, early, early this year. I think we'll probably be pretty close to average, maybe even a little early. But I'm only saying this to say that like we're there, right? Like we're toward the end of April already. So we're in that time frame where it could happen. Okay? There we are. Crazy. Just crazy. It's crazy to me that we're already there, right? Like yesterday we did skate night for the elementary school, and it was the last one of the year for the school year. Like y'all know we're basically at the end of the school year here. We're basically at summer break, which means we're also basically to hurricane season, which means all of the things that go along with it. All right. So Sunday's the hottest day, 92 for our inland spots. Coastal 7 day forecast, as you know, we've got you covered there too, showing those temperatures not as hot, but still warm enough. I mean, 88 on Sunday, that's a toasty one, right? All right. Questions, comments, concerns about any of this? Anything at all. I'm going to pop up my 7 day forecast for the inland spots, and then I'm going to restack. I've got to stack my next TV hit, so bear with me, people. We'll still talk. I just need to get this ready, and then we can take a field trip over to the green screen. But let me. What is it? It's 8:13, so it's the B block. Where were we? Um, I'm going to ask you what the typical high temperature in Orlando. The normal high temperature for now is 85 in Orlando. So we're climbing little bit by little bit by little bit. We're climbing. All right. We'll do We can do the Orlando Tower cam for that. MCO. Field trip. It's a field trip. Yeah. I love field trips, Debbie says. Will heat index be a thing with those 90s this weekend? Or are we too dry? Yes, I'm spamming this question because I want to know. We're probably going to be pretty close to the actual temperature. We don't have a significant um, moisture presence, so I don't suspect we're going to have any kind of a significant heat index. The humidity for summer is so much higher than this. Here, I mean, we can look. Let's see. Give it a second to load. Williamsburg, Melbourne, Daytona Beach, MCO. Nope. Nope. Too many graphics. Oh my goodness. Here it is. All right. So here's the heat index value. Yeah, I mean, it's not. It's not. It's just not summer yet. Once we get that summer humidity in, totally, totally, totally different story. But we're not there yet. Yeah. I forgot my permission slip. You can still come, Barb. Florida, the new Sahara. I mean, we at least have some showers in the forecast. So we've got to celebrate what we've got, right? Yeah. All right, Meredith's doing an interview. Sonic is doing an interview. This year's going fast. I can't believe we were close to May. I know. It's wild, isn't it? All right, let me dial in and see where we're at here in the rundown. Okay, so I'm going to be at the green screen after this. All right, let's walk together. All right, let's walk to the green screen and get ready for weather. They're doing their interview, but we can still do our thing. The sun is a beautiful thing, and my garden is growing beautifully, but I will have to water. Yeah, I mean we're dry. Man, are we dry. Yukon says we're surrounded by water. Will not be a desert unless we run out of planetary. Well, hopefully that won't be a thing, right? I don't remember my clients' yards ever being this brown. We're skipping so many lawns, hoping this rain helps a little. You know, it's so dry, right? It's just so dry. We've been this dry before, but here, actually, the graphic that I'm starting on TV with, it's the second driest on record in Sanford. So, and we're in the top 20 across each one of our Central Florida reporting stations. Frank, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. First time watching, you're not the last. Pam, thank you. I always say, Pam, that it's easy to gain trust. It's not as easy to keep it. So I can promise you, I'm at least going to try to do that for what it's worth. Field trip, maybe find some showers hiding. We're gonna try. Maybe we'll look under the couch here. Look under the pillows there. I probably missed it, but why is the screen green? Just curious. So basically, when I do the weather in front of this and they bring the lights up, they key this out and they put me over top of graphics. TV's done this since the 70s. Probably probably the 70s, the green screen. Don't you look at me like that. Don't don't you look at me like that. How much time do we have left? All right, there's a minute left in the interview. Cindy says, I moved from Colorado to get away from this dryness. It's the dry season in Central Florida. Give it a couple more weeks. We'll get those daily storms started, promise you. I have a dream to take care of the pool for summer, and I don't have a pool. I get you. I get you. It snowed here where I am in Eastern Canada, so it could be worse. See, that's the truth. That's the truth. Frank, you looking at me? Yeah. Neighbor, stop. So I'm gonna run. All right, go, Millie. Be good. Be good. All right. So I'm gonna do this weather hit. Then we can talk a little bit while I'm getting my next thing. So I've got 3 hits lined up. I'm up next. Um, this is for CW, then Wesh and CW, and then CW, and then we can get back to it. So, all right. Let me just get this all set up here. Up, 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 up. I'll be back. We do. It is the second driest start to a calendar year on record in Sanford. Orlando is something like the 13th driest. Daytona Beach, Melbourne, like the 5th, 7th driest. So you get the idea. All of Central Florida is dry. And as a matter of fact, just talking on Coffee Talk here on our social channels, one of our friends who does kind of lawn service was saying we're skipping a lot of yards. I don't remember skipping this many yards because of how dry things are. So doesn't that put that into perspective? Next couple of days, we keep with that dry trend. This weekend, temperatures climb 91 in the Central Florida area on Saturday, 92 on Sunday. But do notice we'll get a couple of showers in there on Monday and Tuesday. So let's look at the global models and try to dial this in. Through the weekend, for the most part, we're dry. Now, I will point out the American model late Sunday trying to throw in a few passing showers. I'm not holding my breath, but I'm also excited at that idea. I'm more excited at the idea that on Monday, April 28th, both computer models consistent from run to run and from model to model showing rains and across a majority of the peninsula at least. Tuesday, the European showing a few thin sprinkles along the west coast, the GFS a little more bullish, but you get the idea. There's a big shift in weather patterns from this dry air mass that we have now to Monday, Tuesday of next week. We can finally get some of these showers moving in. But as long as this area of high pressure is over top of us, it heats up. We call that compressional heating. And on Sunday afternoon, look at this compressional heating 92 in Orlando, but look out west 94 in Leesburg, 95 degrees in Wildwood, mid 80s along the shoreline. Yeah, it's going to be a very, very warm forecast. So it gets hot, then we bring in a couple of showers. Maybe you're not ready for these heat numbers, but remember, we are, after all, almost to the month of May. Outside this morning, beautiful in downtown Orlando, a little hazy, upper 60s there currently. It's 64 degrees in DeLand, 75 in Melbourne, and about 71 in Leesburg. A few clouds trying to sneak in from the Gulf. Otherwise, we are quiet. Central Florida's certified most accurate 7-day forecast showing the partly cloudy skies the next couple of days. We are getting warmer, though, by the weekend. Our coastal communities, not as hot, but still 88 at the beach. That's going to be a toasty one, Megan. All right, where were we? I hope we get rain. Look, Mom, I'm famous. Oh, you guys are too funny. Look, he mentioned us. Well, look, I've always said, oh, I definitely almost just missed the seat. I've always said you guys help me as much as hopefully I help you. So don't don't think that I'm faking that. Ugh. Ah, hold on one second. Okay. Wait till I t- wait till I tell get to the chopper. Oh, you guys are crazy. Ugh. Super Kara's on YouTube. Good morning. William's asking what the three TVs are for. So, one of them is what our on-air signal is. One of them is one of the weather computers, and one of them is another one of the weather computers. So, it's for situational awareness, basically. All right. All right. Where were we before we were so rudely distracted here? Today hit. What tower cam should I show here? I love these behind the scenes content we get from time to time. Only when I fill in. Andrew, good morning, buddy. Almost missed the scene. You know when you leave, the train comes off the tracks. Exactly. But with the weather as quiet as it is, I mean, at least we can do that, right? We're your real job at 8 a.m. This Wesh is your side gig. Yes, ish. While you were busy, you became Arnold. You left the class alone for too long. Yep, yep. That's true. You misunderstood my question. I was asking about the typical highest temperature Orlando sees in the summer. Oh, The highest average temperature. Hold on. Climo. Boy, Chris, you're throwing me the hard questions. All right. Um, daily, monthly normals, seasonal, daily data listing from 6 to 9, normal maximum temperature, MCOTHR. Okay. Max normal temperature. The highest average temperature in Orlando. So right now, bottom left corner of the 7 day, you see where it says normal high 85? That's the normal high. The highest normal high in Orlando is 92.2 degrees. And that happens July the 20th. So there you go. There's your answer. Can you tell us more about the new Chopper 2 and did it get painted? Is there a new Chopper 2? There's no new Chopper 2. We had a not a rental bird, but we had the backup ship while ours was getting some maintenance done. But no, Chopper 2 is the same Chopper 2 as long as I've been around. And I love Chopper 2. I love that bird. Terry's asking, where would you be without our banter in the morning? I wouldn't be. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Saucy. Saucy. All right, what tower cam am I going to show? Cape Canaveral. Perfect. I see a cruise ship. Makes me want to go there. All right. Oh, Debbie says that I need to say hi to you from all of them.
Hello.
Megan says hi. No, Megan says hello.
How's it going today?
We're just hanging. Say hello.
Hello. I'm on the way up here.
So busy again today.
That busy. Yeah, I'm a little busy today, but tomorrow should be better. Let's cross our fingers.
I just need coffee.
I just finished mine. I'm gonna go to Starbucks.
Are you?
For the cents.
She has not offered it, by the way. Just so that you know.
Personally.
Oh, now that she admitted to it.
Because I'm done in 30 minutes. Well, I gotta come back here, but I need
Done in
to
30.
pick me up to finish.
Diane says cute dress. I said the same. She looks adorable this morning, right? Steph. Oh, okay. I thought you guys got a new one. No, WFLA in Tampa got a new ship, which is the same model as Chopper 2. So, I'm always on board with that. Ah. Oh, we have another TV hit. All right, let's walk over there. Where's the clicker? Where did I put the clicker? There it is. Don't judge me. Debbie, she always looks adorable. She always looks adorable. She's Megan. She's adorable. What do you want? All right. It is warm. It is beautiful outside Port Canaveral. Look at that. A couple of clouds over top of us. Cruise ship looking good. We're on our way to 82 by lunchtime. 87 degrees, our high temperature on the day today. But we're getting even warmer the next couple of days. Tomorrow, 90. We'll be to 92 on Sunday. Then a few showers helping as a front kind of pops the heat bubble. By next week, 80s as daytime highs. Okay, we have one more weather hit, and then I can sit back down with you for a few seconds, and we can be focused on each other. Okay, be like a good first date, not immediate. Like what this is right now. This is a bad first date. I'm not paying attention to you. You're just trying to make conversation, right?
When they're like on their phone.
When they're on there, like I'm doing my thing. I will be a better date after this next weather hit. I almost just missed the check. I have literally almost fallen like twice.
I don't know if I should say this, but remember when they said that we were gonna get armrests?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't know where
I
they
need to
are.
go ask the boss. We got new chairs.
You're like, I feel like the manager of the weather center. So this seems like a job for you, but we got new chairs and then like for some reason they didn't like show them. They didn't come with
They did no, well, the old ones had arms, and they said we would get
who makes a
armrests.
chair without arms?
Well, they have like a nub. Where's your, can I move your blanket?
Yeah,
Like
here.
there's a nub here. It's like they forgot to put anyway.
Or
But
they
the
just didn't send them. We don't know. So
right.
we just kind of sit here like free arming it, like which is fine, but we get up and down, up and down, up and down. So
The other thing is like these chairs move around like race cars on a
it's
track.
because before
The wheels were broken?
no, because people's hair
Oh
would like
God.
get stuck in the wheels.
Forgot.
Maybe we should be sharing all this.
We should not be talking about this.
If anyone's listening,
If the bosses are listening,
where's the armrest?
people's hair in the wheel. Thank you. I blocked that out of my memory. What is this hit?
It's the one at the disco.
Of course it's the one at the disc. How am I going to move the laptop with that?
You're gonna put them on.
Y'all are going to have to be on the floor. I got to stack this. Okay. No, how am I going to do this one? Put it on the chair. All right, I'm going to put you on the chair. We're going to the disco. I'll put it on the table. Oh my God, this table's about as stable as can be.
It's been like that since I started.
Huh?
January.
That's. I'll be back. Sorry, cat. Ah,
See what he does to me? Yeah. So I'm not sure. There's like one number too many. So like I was like, well, I can try like any combination. They think we're gonna call. I just need someone here.
they can't see.
50.
Cameras.
Next one already set up. Well, I'm next week, right? Stand by in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to move it so that you can actually see that camera shot better.
And some states are suing the Trump administration for
It's 2 News Sunrise on CW18 starts right now.
I'm here. Thanks for starting your day with Sunrise Speed. First meteorologist Eric Moore standing by and traffic expert Megan Matthew joining us now to get us going and get out the door. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, coming out the door, we have some issues on the roads, but of course, all eyes are on important.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's beautiful outside, unlike the traffic situation we'll get to in just a moment. But when we talk about the conditions outside, all of our tower cams are showing blue sky, and we're tracking very comfortable temperatures across central Florida. It's 69 degrees right now in Orlando. It's 70 in Claremont, 68 in the Villages, and along the shoreline, notice things are starting to climb. We're at 75 in New Smyrna Beach and 71 degrees in Daytona Beach. So with this decent onshore wind, we've started to see these temperatures climbing along our coastal communities, and we're warmer this morning than yesterday morning. We've also had a bit of haze, not a big concern in terms of visibility, but it's just one of those things that we're watching. So through the day today, the sun shines, brings up those temperatures. It'll be a hazy sunshine, about 82 degrees lunchtime, 87 degrees our high temperature. But that said, 87 today will pale in comparison to where the temperatures go. We are up, up, and away. Central Florida's certified most accurate forecast, tracking heat and rain in just a couple minutes. Now at 8:32, time for a traffic check. Megan, good morning.
Where were we? Yes, Scott. Yeah, what's up? Yes. Okay. All right, let's walk over here. Where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? See, I think I was just confused when the Gators won the championship and I was looking at flight radar. That chopper was live. Oh yeah. So that was November 10 Tango Victor. That's the backup helicopter that we can use when 7 Yankee Juliet is in maintenance. Let's see here. Free arm. Everybody's making fun of your free arming comment.
I was gonna make fun of you because you were just awkwardly silent. So I was like,
Well,
okay, well, I guess I'll say something.
I don't know.
In the last hour, you did say something.
Listen, man, I'm
In
just
this hour, he was just silent. So I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna start talking.
ladies first. I'm also an awkward creature.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But
You did good.
if that looked awkward, it's because of him.
Is this a surprise? Like, Jesus. You mean it's awkward?
But yeah, arms. Okay, I gotta get to work, but nice chatting.
Okay. The arms create more wind resistance. Not as good for racing. Yeah. Unbelievable. I feel like I have hosed Megan all morning. Like, there's some times where I just don't even toss to her.
Yeah, yeah.
Today's not a good day. Justine, so upset about it. We were discussing chair races. Yes, exactly. But at least I stuck. Yeah. Barb says, but he stuck the landing. I got you.
You did signal landings.
You know what they say? Any landing that you can walk away from is a good landing. Any landing you can use the airplane again is a great landing. You ever heard that one?
No.
It's a good one. It's true. The ghosted woman says, I like her shoes. Total comfort.
Yeah. Well,
They're Air Maxes. Is that a thing?
um, yeah, when I you don't see my shoes, we're wearing tennis shoes.
Yeah, yeah. When you don't see their shoe, hold on.
Also, I wore the tennis shoes, and this is the last thing I have to say because I'm busy. But Eric and I look more comparable in their heights when I don't wear the heels.
What do you-
It's fine. It's okay to be taller, but like it just looks better.
What are you alluding to?
See right now, why is your chair so low?
I'm comfortable, woman.
Like this is you. You're all the way down here.
Just
Now,
chilling.
you're all the way down here.
It's because
I
this
should
is
sit
where.
like this.
Can I say? This is because whoever used this chair before me had it here. I didn't lower it or raise it.
See, no one sits in my chair except well, but it's just sometimes people do.
I'm gonna sit in your chair from now on.
Okay, I gotta get to work.
Go.
Sure, because it does this.
It does. It slides right up because there's not any hair in it yet. Brr. Oh man. All right. You can only skydive without a parachute once, usually. That's true. That's true. All right. Y'all have any questions about the forecast? I don't have the long range setup really set up to be able to do like the BSR. I can do like the GFS. We can do at least some models. Let's look at temperatures. We'll start there. Interesting. Temperatures. So May 6th, interesting that the models are starting to hint at an opportunity. At an opportunity for a bit of a cool front. Not a significant one, but a bit of a cool front. It's not the worst thing in the world. Cindy, she's saying you're a shorty. Is that what she's saying?
No.
She's a tall drink of water, that one. Dude, I know what I am. All right. So interesting that the model is trying to hint at a subtle front around May the 6th. Let's go back a model run. Gone. Ish. That's the 7th. 2 model runs. It's there. So there's some hints at it, right? All right, let's do this. Let's switch over and let's look at pressure and track some storm systems, shall we? I don't want to have that job at Wesh cleaning hair from the chair wheels. Do you know who did it the last time? Me. No, I totally did. Well, around the rest of the weather center. Like I had to wipe this weather center down.
We all wipe it down.
No, no.
You act like you're the only one in your house that does dishes. What do I have to say about that?
The weather can wait a second. I'm about to put the gauntlet down.
We have to learn to make this.
I got you. Literally, the boss was like, weather team, we need to clean the weather center. And then one day, it was like a month ago, I was in her office and she's like, have you guys cleaned the weather center yet? And I said,
Yeah, but it's dirty.
I said nothing. And she looked at me and she's like, what are you doing right now? And I said, I'm going to go clean the weather center. And I filled like trash bag upon trash bag with the most disgusting rags of hair and dust.
Yeah.
Trust me when I say nobody has cleaned the way that I have cleaned in the last 5 years back here.
I told you you're the manager of the weather center, so it sounds like it's your job. I'm not on the weather center. So
You just,
technically, I just. And
Are you
also, I have another desk.
she's a,
This isn't my main desk. My
She's-
desk is out there.
she's a squatter is what's basically happening
This
here.
is only my desk for half my shift.
Oh my God. It was so abhorrent.
Yeah, I believe it.
The hair. No more talking. Barb says I love her snark. Gotta love something. She has to have some redeeming factor. Okay, let's look at the GFS. High pressure in control. High pressure, high pressure. There's Wednesday. So even though we have an opportunity for a few showers early next week, it's really a shallow window. It's not going to be anything significant because high pressure is going to build back in. But notice this is Thursday. This is May the 1st. That big dome of high pressure, those big orange shades, watch it fade, 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 fade. By Friday, we're looking at better condition for rain. And look at what happened. The second that high breaks down, May the 3rd, look at that, May the 4th, low pressure over the southeastern United States. That's where we start to change things around. Cindy, what did you do for that punishment? I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And look at this. Old front Monday, May 5th. There's May 6th, an area of low pressure developing over the space treasure coasts. And then there's Oscar, the recycle at least, right on time. So there you go. Tiffany says, wait, Wesh doesn't have a cleaning crew to help clean your work area? There's how do
They do, but
they
I don't think
come over here?
oh my gosh, this is really the last one.
Go ahead.
They
They do.
but I don't know if they come back here.
I
Like,
don't
I'm
think they
pretty sure
do.
they come like in the evenings.
I want so badly to show.
Someone takes out the trash. It's
Yeah,
not us.
yeah.
So I'm sure they come back here.
I mean, I have, but yeah. I want to show. We're gonna get fired for this conversation.
I mean, you are. This isn't my coffee talk.
I'm gonna get. Any questions about the weather? Any questions? Yeah, there's the Oscar recycle right on par there. Diane says, I saw the number of hurricane forecast on Wesh 2 for this year, but not the estimated time frames. We always use those windows to travel because you guys are always right on. Can you post those again? They're on wesh.com, wesh.com/hurricane forecast. It's there. Love that snark. Is it going to rain in Orlando May 5th and 6th? It looks like it. It looks like it, and we need it. This isn't my coffee talk. I'm crying, Loris. Oh my God, don't fire me. Okay. All right. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all have anything? You got anything for me? Anything? All right. That's all I got. That's all I got. The boss will be calling you at 10:05. Eric will be cleaning with a toothbrush. Whatever I have to do. All right. That's it. Enough. Enough. I'm going to go do TV. And God, we have another hour and 20 minutes of newscast. So fun. Diane, launch forecast looks good. 95% chance of good weather. All right. Listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I will see y'all on TV shortly and through the next couple of hours. And of course, Coffee Talk tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Bye, y'all.